Hi, my name's Sam Taggart, and this is the Expert Circle Mastermind trip in Guatemala, baby!
Hey. Good to see you. Come on in, let's go. Yeah! Let's go! Alright, okay.
Alright, so we all came in, got into Guatemala City, and we ate at the most amazing restaurant, Capricho. And we were then able to go and get some rest and work out, and we flew off into this little plane where it was like a 5-hour delay into Flores, where we then trekked another hour and a half into the jungle, getting to Tikal, which is one of the greatest Mayan civilizations in the world.
It's right there. The pyramid is part of an astronomical observatory. It's a complex of 4 buildings that was designed to mark the solstice and the equinox.
Oh, sheesh.
Now, to learn the history from 600 BC all the way up into 900 AD and all the different, leadership and religious views and how they did things is just unbelievable. And in these Mayan ruins, we were able to sit down and do an awesome meditation where we were able to tap into our ancestors and our roots and where do we come from? Are we Irish? Are we from Japan? Are we Mayan? And what is the culture, beliefs, the core values, the religious views that has transcended from generation to generation to generation? And what makes you who you are? What's the DNA makeup? What's the energy that's been passed on? And it was so cool to feel the abundance and the power of the big trees, the forest, the monkeys, the toucans, the pyramids, and just seeing how they lived life back then and trying to visualize. There was no jungle here. It was straight buildings and buildings, and they found over 50,000 buildings in this area. And I'm super excited to see what's happening next, so let's keep going. Wow, like this Volko.
My ears burn!
You said forever, now I drive alone past your street.
Take me to church, I worship like a dog at the shrine of your life. I'll tell you my sins and you can sharpen your knife. Offer me that deathless death, the good God, let me give you my life.
Alright, so we are here in Antigua now, and we've got the rest of the group. We've got a portion of them, some of them are out in this little teeny town, beautiful area. This is one of the top 3 destinations in all of Guatemala City. And today's just about shopping, traveling out to Lake Atitlan, where you'll see us next. But a real cool historic city that's been preserved and has a ton of rich cultural history. We're gonna eat lunch here and then keep shipping off, so it'll be exciting.
The moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us back. This is the moment, tonight is the
So we all met up at the hotel and we had dinner that was amazing. And then we had this awesome training session where we were able to go in deep and everybody shared some of their vulnerable things in their past and was able to really just process and realize we all deal with crap. And this morning we woke up, we did an awesome workout, and then we came to this place that you can only get here by boat, and we paddleboard, kayaked, jumped in the lake, swam, and just really spent some time relaxing and getting to know each other and just recapping yesterday. It was epic. So anyway, let's keep diving.
The materially rich rich, we go to these places around the world thinking that we're going to save others. All right, and he said that the more I go out and do this, the more I realize that we're giving to save ourselves.
Is everybody ready to go?
Yeah!
Are we ready to go?
Oh, yes!
So what's number one? Ask. And number two? Educate. Number three? Require, right? Okay. Number four is follow up. Follow up, follow up, follow up. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's follow up. So those 4 steps, and if you think about that, if you're trying to help somebody lift themselves out of poverty, and it could be external, it could be internal, I'm going to talk about that in a second. We need to have those steps. You can't just walk in and hand it to them. You can't just walk in and give it to them. Right? Somebody has to want to help themselves.
Okay, so we now made it to the site where we're going to be doing the service. And as you can tell, we're grabbing the chicken wire, some wood, some actual plants, things like that, because we're going to be teaching and implementing gardening into these local communities so these guys can create sustainability. And a lot of it has to do with, like, is it our poverty or is it their poverty that we're projecting? There's an internal and external poverty. And a lot of these people, they're happier than us and they have enough. They feel fulfilled. And some of them obviously just need more help and support and education, and not so much us just to send materials down and be like, hey, here's a bunch of free soccer balls and things like that. It's like, it's more about, hey, how do we create sustainable, like, real change to solve external poverty and internal poverty.
Ah, pues se cuida.
So we just did a cacao ceremony here. We are out in San Juan, and we're now moving into this sauna, which they call a temescal. And this is designed to do a cleansing after we did a fire ceremony with the Mayan elders. And these guys were able to bless us and cleanse us, and we made an offering to the fire. And now, into the belly and the womb of the Mother Earth. All right, so now we have done some amazing things. We took everybody out into the jungle and we did a crazy zip line after learning about our true identities and understanding strengths and weaknesses and how we can play roles on a team, but also the irrational ideas that we tend to deal with. So, like, a lot of times we have these belief systems in our lives where we feel like, hey, in order to be worthy, we have to be perfect, or hey, in order for somebody else to have value, they have to serve me. And we built these, like, crazy ideas, and we said, can we reprogram that? And we did that through the zip line, and we said, hey, how do we change our beliefs? Then we had a big training on fear. So think about fear in our relationship. We've always been told fear is about being overcome. Instead of, fear is about feeling it and getting intimate with fear instead of trying to suppress it down into the basement and not let it come out. Fear is something that can be on our advocate. Like, it could be one of our biggest strengths, and it's built inside of us for a reason. It's just, are we really being able to be fluid with fear to create ultimate flow? And so then I said, okay, that's one thing to conceptualize it, learn it in the class with Kristen, but it's another thing to go challenge it. So then we took everybody out to go to cliff jump.
I like
some of you guys, this would be the scariest thing you've ever done. You're jumping off a cliff really high into the water. Some of you guys, this is super easy. So then we said, hey, let's go take everybody out and do some ecstatic dance and let your body and yourself just like move and just get super weird in front of other people that may be judging you. And we said, hey, is that gonna bring some fear? And by far brought way more fear than just cliff jumping for most of these people. And for people that have really locked in energies and locked in, you know, some old past stories and old insecurities, we really worked through that, and we had some life-changing breakthroughs in this dance process. So really cool to watch this whole week unfold. And as we finish out, we've hiked this Mayan face, amazing area. And it was all about, okay, what mountain is next that we need to climb? What is the next goal, the next victory? And not saying, okay, the top of the hill is the destination. It's all about, okay, what next mountain are we looking to climb? And where are we going? And the clearer the visual, the scarier maybe it gets, the more we lean in and we go step by step to get up the hill. This is the circle, and we made it all to the top of the Mayan face hike. And how did it go, Matios? Matios! Let's go! All right.